lays down in the street with a gun in his hand in the ghetto.
Hello and welcome to Common Sense Politics TV. Here are just a few thoughts about why this year's presidential election will determine the direction of the United States of America for decades to come. While many are focusing on replacing Justice Antonin Scalia on the Supreme Court, and rightly so, there is a much deeper story I'd like to discuss about the future of the Supreme Court. No one seems to be talking about this. There are currently 8 Supreme Court justices. 4 justices appointed by Democrat presidents, which tend to be liberal with their rulings, and 4 justices appointed by Republican presidents, who tend to be more conservative in their rulings. The 4 justices appointed by Democrat presidents are Justice Elena Kagan, Justice Sonia Sotomayor, Justice Stephen Breyer, and Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. The 4 justices appointed by Republican presidents are Justice John Roberts, Justice Samuel Alito, Justice Anthony Kennedy, and Justice Clarence Thomas. However, a quick glance at their ages reveals a fascinating story. Here is a list of justices, according to their ages, from youngest to oldest. Justice Elena Kagan is 56. Justice John Roberts is 61. Justice Sonia Sotomayor is 62. Justice Samuel Alito is 66. Justice Clarence Thomas is 68. This is the part where the story gets interesting. The next youngest justice is Justice Stephen Breyer, is 78. Justice Anthony Kennedy is 80, and Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg is 83. There is currently 1 vacancy on the Supreme Court which will probably be filled by the next president, and there could possibly be 3 more vacancies in the next 8 years. Using history as an indicator, sitting presidents rarely lose re-election, so it is reasonable to assume the next president could appoint as many as 4 Supreme Court justices. If Hillary Clinton wins the White House in November, there could be 6 liberal justices and 3 conservative justices on the Supreme Court by the time she leaves the White House. If a Republican wins in November, there could be as many as 7 conservative justices on the Supreme Court by the time he leaves the White House. Not too many people realize the importance of this presidential election and the impact it may have on this country for decades to come. Thanks for watching, and good night.
And his mama cried.